Good morning, students. Today also we are going to do some problems in pair of lines. Yesterday I have started the new topic pair of lines. I have done some problems also. I will do some more problems today. See, this problem yesterday I have completed. This is the last problem I have completed yesterday. Let us see this problem once again. The equation to the pair of lines passing through the origin and perpendicular to the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is equal to 0. See the diagram, the blue lines here. So this is the origin. The blue lines, this line and this line, are the original lines represented by the first equation. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Now what we want is lines passing through the origin perpendicular to these lines. For example, perpendicular to this line is this green line passing through origin. Okay. Similarly, perpendicular to this line and passing through origin is this green line. We want the equation to this pair of green lines. Okay. So its equation yesterday we have proved that it is given by this second formula, bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is equal to 0. That means in the original equation, x square coefficient and y square coefficient we have to interchange. Okay. And xy coefficient, whatever it is, we have to change the sign. If it is plus, we have to make it minus. If it is minus, we have to make it plus. Okay. So then let us continue with the next problem. Right. The equation here, there are two formulae, sixth one and also seventh one. Proofs are not required for these things. Okay, just formula you should remember. The equation to the pair of lines, sixth one. The equation to the pair of lines passing through the point x0, y0 and parallel to the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is a into x minus x0 whole square plus 2h into x minus x0 into y minus y0 plus b into y minus y0 whole square is equal to 0. Okay. So for this is the diagram here. First diagram. Sixth one. Sixth formula, this is the diagram. Say, this is the origin and this line and this line. Okay. Blue lines, see, passing through origin, blue lines are there. This line and this line. They represent the original equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Two lines passing through the origin. Now a point x0, y0 is given somewhere in the plane. A point x0, y0 is given. What we want is two lines passing through x0, y0 and parallel to the lines represented by the original equation. See, they are shown in pink color. See, parallel to this is single arrow, this is double arrow I have marked. Parallel to the single arrow blue line, this single arrow pink line. Similarly, parallel to the double arrow blue line, this pink double arrow line. Pink line with a double arrow. Both of them passing through the point x0, y0. So we want the equation to the pair of pink lines. Okay. So that means the original lines and these lines form a parallelogram. Is it not? Original pair of lines and these new pair of lines, they form a parallelogram for which origin is one vertex, x0, y0 is the diagonally opposite vertex. Is it not? This becomes diagonal, is it not? For the parallelogram. Okay. For the pink pair of lines, the equation is easily obtained by just replacing x by x minus x0 and y by y minus y0 in the original equation. Point is x0, y0, is it not? So in the original equation, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Just replace x by x minus x0 and y by y minus y0. Then you get the equation to the pair of pink lines. So that is what I have written here. A into x minus x0 whole square plus 2h into x minus x0 into y minus y0 plus b into y minus y0 whole square is equal to 0. Proofs are not required. Okay. Next. Seventh one. Seventh formula. The equation to the pair of lines passing through the point x0, y0. Seventh one, I have drawn the diagram here. Please see. This is the diagram. The equation to the pair of lines passing through the point x0, y0 and perpendicular to the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is. Okay, answer we'll see later, but what is the problem? Let us see. See, this is, see the diagram 7, this is our origin. Passing through origin, blue lines are there, this line and that line. Okay, the pair of lines equation is given by the first equation, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, or this line and this line. Okay, now a point x0, y0 is given. What we want is two lines passing through x0, y0, both of them perpendicular to the blue lines. Say this green line, see this green line, it is perpendicular to this blue line. Similarly, another green line here, you can see it is perpendicular to this blue line. So these green lines, they form a pair of lines, is it not? They are two lines, they form a pair of lines. So what is the equation to that pair of green lines? Okay. For this, what we have to do is two steps. We will get the answer in two steps. See, original pair of lines is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So, what is the equation to the lines perpendicular to these lines and passing through origin? Bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is equal to 0. Earlier we have seen. Okay. That is the fifth one only, I think. So let us go back and see. Yes, fifth one. Okay. So the equation, the answer to the seventh question can be obtained in two steps. See, first to take the original equation, given equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Interchange a and b. B here, a there, interchange. Change the sign of xy coefficient, so minus 2h. So in this new equation, replace x by x minus x0 and y by y minus y0. You get the answer to this question. See, from this you get this. In place of x, x minus x0. Okay, here also. In place of y, y minus y0. Here and also here. That's all. So the answer can be obtained for the green lines shown in the diagram number 7. Diagram 7, green lines, if you want, what you have to do? Two steps. First, in the original equation, interchange a and b, change the sign of xy coefficient, that is, change the sign of h. Then afterwards, in the second step, replace x by x minus x0 and y by y minus y0 in that equation. That's all. Then you get the answer. Okay. So we'll do some numerical examples later. But first let us see the formula. Next one, eighth one. The product of the perpendiculars from the point x0 y0 to the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is, see, I have not drawn the diagram, just I will draw the diagram now. So this is origin. Blue lines are given by this equation, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Suppose a point is given here x0 y0. From x0 y0 we can drop a perpendicular PM to one of the lines and PN to the other line. Okay. What we want is PM into PN. PM length into PN length. That is called the product of the perpendiculars. Okay. The product of the perpendiculars from the point x0 y0 to the pair of lines, that is PM into PN, is given by this formula. How is this formula say? Put the point x0 y0 in the equation of the pair of lines, that is the numerator, is it not? Ax0 square plus 2hx0 y0 plus by0 square, take the modulus. Substitute the point, given point in the given pair of lines, take the modulus, divided by root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. That is the denominator in the cos theta formula. Do you remember the cos theta formula? Cos theta is mod of a plus b by root of denominator, same thing only. Cos theta mod of a plus b by root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. So I can call it cos theta denominator. Denominator in the cos theta formula. Okay. So that will give you PM into PN. Okay. Product of the perpendiculars, if you want, what you have to do? Substitute the point x0 y0 in the given pair of lines. Take the modulus. Divided by cos theta denominator. Cos theta denominator is nothing but root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. So for this also proof is not required. Okay. Next, ninth one. The area of the triangle formed by the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy. For this also I have not drawn the diagram. I will draw now. Origin. And this is our Lx plus My plus n equal to 0. They form a triangle, is it not? See, equation 1. See, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 represents the pair of lines represented by equation 1 here. Okay, 1 I have marked. Those lines are represented by this equation, x square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. And another single line is given, Lx plus My plus n equal to 0. They form a triangle OAB. What is the area of the triangle OAB? For this, the formula is n square, constant term in the single line, whole square. Constant term in the single line, whole square, n square, into root of h square minus AB by mod of AM square m plus BL square. See, the denominator is like this. What are the x coefficient and y coefficient in the given line? LM, is it not? X coefficient and y coefficient in the single line given is LM. Change this to M minus L, just like perpendicular lines. ML you interchange, change the sign of one of them. You can write minus ML also if you want, or M minus L. So this M comma minus L substitute in the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. Whatever you get, is the denominator here. Am square minus, see, m minus l, if you substitute, what happens? M we are substituting in place of x, am square minus 2h ml you will get. M and minus l you are stuck. And b minus l whole square is l square only, bl square. So am square minus 2hlm plus bl square is easily obtained by using this method. X coefficient, y coefficient, you take it, then change them, interchange them, and change the sign of one of them. That point you substitute in the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. Whatever you get, that is the denominator. So area of the triangle is given by this formula, n square into root of h square minus ab by mod of am square minus 2hlm plus bl square. Okay, numerator modulus is not required because n square is positive and square root of anything will always take positive. Okay, so for this also proof is not required. Let us see the next one. We are doing examples now. Okay, find the acute angle between the lines. 3x square plus 17xy plus 10y square is equal to 0. So comparing this equation with the standard equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, what is the value of a? A is equal to 3, 2h is equal to 17 and b is equal to 10. Okay, now we have to find the acute angle. What is the formula for cos theta? Mod of a plus b by root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. A is 3, b is 10. So 3 plus 10, mod is not required because 3 plus 10 is positive. For a positive quantity, modulus is not required. By root of a minus b whole square, 3 minus 10 whole square plus 4h square means 2h whole square only, is it not? 2h is 17, 2h whole square is 4h square. So just write 17 square. So numerator is 13, denominator 7 square 49, 17 square 289. What is 289 plus 49? 338. 338 is nothing but 2 into 169. So square root of 2 into 169, 13 root 2. 13 cancels out, you will get 1 by root 2. Cos theta is 1 by root 2 means theta is pi by 4 radians or 45 degrees. Okay. So the acute angle between the pair of lines, given pair of lines is 45 degrees. Okay. Again, same model. Find the acute angle between the lines x square plus 16xy minus 11y square is equal to 0. What is the value of a? X square coefficient 1, 2h, xy coefficient 2h 16 and y square coefficient b minus 11. Again cos theta formula. Mod of a plus b by root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. A is 1, b is minus 11, 1 minus 11, modulus is required here because 1 minus 11 is negative. By root of a minus b, 1 minus minus 11 means 1 plus 11, a minus b whole square plus 4h square is nothing but 2h whole square only. 2h whole square is 4h square, so 16 square. So mod of minus 10 is 10. 12 whole square 144, 16 square 256. So root of 400, 10 by root of 400. Okay, 400 root is 20, 10 by 20, 1 by 2. Cos theta is 1 by 2 means theta must be pi by 3 radians or 60 degrees. So the acute angle between the lines is 60 degrees. Let us see the next example number 3. If ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, represents two straight lines such that the slope of one line is twice the slope of the other. then prove that 8h square is equal to 9ab. So line is twice that of the other. Okay, twice that of the other. So let us assume that let the slopes be m and 2m, because one slope is twice, that means double the other. So let the slopes be m, 2m. Then do you remember the formulas for sum of the slopes and product of the slopes? Sum of the slopes m1 plus m2, here m plus 2m is what? 3m. And what is the formula? Minus 2h by b. Do you remember? So 3m is equal to minus 2h by b. Squaring you get 9m square is equal to 4h square by b square. Let us call it equation 1. Next, product of the slopes. Product of the slopes m into 2m. Okay, 2m square. What is the formula for product of the slopes? A by b. Let us call it second equation. So here 9m square is there, here 2m square is there. So m can be eliminated. M is our assumption, is it not? We have assumed that the slope is m. So whatever we have assumed, that can be eliminated by just dividing the first equation by second equation, because 9m square by 2m square, m gets eliminated. So 1 by 2, equation 1 by equation 2 implies left hand side 9m square by 2m square, okay. Right hand side 4h square by b square, that is the numerator, divided by a by b. Divided by a by b means multiplied by b by a, okay. So m square gone, and here 1b gets cancelled, okay. 1b gets cancelled, so 4h square by ab. This is equal to 9 by 2. So cross multiply. Just 2 into 4h square, 8h square is equal to 9 into ab, 9ab. And that is what we have to prove. 8h square should be equal to 9ab. See, here I want to ask you one question. Suppose the question is slightly changed. If ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, represent two straight lines such that the slope of one line is twice the slope of the other. That is what is originally given, but I am changing now. Straight line such that the slope of one line is half the slope of the other. Twice I have removed and put half. Slope of one line is half the slope of the other. Then what is the condition? Tell me. The condition is same only. 8h square is equal to 9ab, because m 2m, you see, 2m is double m. And same thing if you consider in the reverse way, m is half of 2m only. Okay. First line slope m is half of the second line slope 2m. So the condition for one slope to be double the other is same as the condition for one slope to be half of the other. Both are same only. Okay. Let us see the next example. Find the equation to the pair of lines each passing through the origin and each of which is at a distance d units from the point x0, y0. This is important. I am giving the proof also. Find the equation to the pair of lines each passing through the origin and each of which is at a distance d units from the point x0, y0. See the diagram first. Originally origin is there. Nothing else is there in the plane. First originally origin is there, nothing else. Then the point A x0, y0 is there. That's all. Origin and the point A x0, y0. Nothing else is there. Now what we want is two lines passing through origin and each of them must be at a distance d from the point A. So that means these lines are represented by one blue line and this blue line I have drawn. So from A I have dropped a perpendicular AM and AM is equal to D to this blue line. And to the other blue line, this blue line, I have dropped a perpendicular ON, and ON is also D. Okay. So two lines I want, blue lines passing through origin, and each of them must be at a distance of D units from the given point x0, y0. This must be D, and this also must be D. Actually, these are two tangents to a circle. Can you imagine the circle? What is the center of the circle? What is the radius of the circle? S. The center of the circle is x0, y0. That is the point A. And the radius of the circle is D. So imagine a circle with the center x0, y0 and radius D. For that circle, these are two tangents drawn from origin. These blue lines, is it not? Those lines we want. So, to find the equation of the blue lines, first let us take any point P x comma y on the blue lines, anywhere. Anywhere. On this blue line or on the other blue line, anywhere you take as general point x comma y. Now find the area of the triangle OAP. Find the area of the triangle OAP, this area. Okay. Find the area of the triangle OAP in two different ways and equate them. First way is using coordinate geometry. O0, 0, OAP triangle, is it not? O0, 0, A is x0, y0, P is xy. If 3 points are known, out of them origin also is there, then what is the area of the triangle? So this one. Area of the triangle in two different. First one is half into first point x comma y, second point x0, y0, 2 by 2 determinant, over. Is it not? If origin is one of the vertices, that is the area formula. Half into mod of xy, x0, y0, determinant. Okay. Now, second way of finding the area is half into base into height. See, here I have written half into base into height. See the diagram OAP, I will take OP as base. Half into base is OP. Okay. OP as base, and height is nothing but perpendicular from the third vertex to the base, is it not? That is AM, that is nothing but D. So half into OP is base and AM is the height. So in the next step it becomes half into, what is OP? OP is nothing but the distance from the origin to the point x comma y, so root of x square plus y square. What is the height? AM. AM is nothing but D, perpendicular distance from the point x0, y0 to the blue line, D. So these are the two ways. One is half into this determinant, second one is half into base into height. So half can be cancelled out. Squaring both sides, you get xy, x0, y0 whole square is equal to d square into x square plus y square. Simple formula. Xy, x0, y0 determinant whole square is equal to d square into x square plus y square. So let us do an example on this. Example number 5. Find the equation to the pair of lines each passing through the origin and each of which is at a distance of 2 units. So D is given as 2 units. From the point 3, 4, x0, y0 point is given as 3, 4. So just apply, I have written, apply the formula derived in example number 4, previous example. What is the formula? xy, x0, y0 determinant whole square, left hand side, is equal d square into x square plus y square, where our point x0, y0 is 3, 4 and d distance is 2 units. Okay, put them there. xy, x0, y0 3, 4. So xy 3, 4 determinant whole square. d square, 2 square into x square plus y square. So if you expand the determinant, 4x minus 3y whole square is equal, 2 square is 4 into x square plus y. Just to simplify, 16x square minus 24xy plus 9y square left side, right side 4x square plus 4y square. So right side quantities also bring to left side. you will get the equation 12x square minus 24xy plus 5y square is equal to 0. Okay, just a simple application of the previous formula. Previous formula is a very simple formula. Next example. Find the centroid and the area of the triangle formed by the lines. So he has given a pair of lines, combined equation to two lines and a single line. So total 3 lines. So they form a triangle. So what we have to do here is centroid we have to find out. So resolve the pair of lines into two individual lines. Okay. So take the pair of lines equation 3x square minus 4xy plus y square. Try to factorize it. Minus 4xy is written as minus 3xy minus xy. First two terms 3x common. Third and fourth terms minus y common. Again x minus y common. So 3x minus y. So I have shown in the diagram the individual lines. Passing through origin, these blue lines, this line and this line, originally they are given in the form of a second degree equation, but I have resolved them into two individual lines. One line is x minus y equal to 0, other line 3x minus y equal. And also in the question a single line is given, 2x minus y minus 6 equal to 0. So anyhow this vertex is origin, okay. Now solving 3x minus y equal to 0 and 2x minus y is equal to 6, you get the vertex B, that is minus 6 minus 18, you can easily solve them. Similarly solving x minus y equal to 0 and 2x minus y equal to 6, you get the vertex A 6 comma 6, that also you can easily get. So 3 vertices are known. Can you find the centroid? A is calculated, B is calculated. Of course third vertex is origin 0 0. What is the formula for centroid? What is the centroid of the triangle OAB? O plus A plus B by 3. So 0 plus minus 6, 0 plus 6 plus minus 6 by 3. Again y coordinates 0 plus 6 minus 18 by 3. So you will get 0 comma minus 12 by 3 is minus 4. Centroid 0 comma minus 4. And area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is half into, origin is one vertex, is it not? Therefore half into determinant of x1 y1 x2 y2, remaining two vertices, minus 6 minus 8 in the first row, 6 in the second row. So minus 36 plus 108. So half into 72, so 36 units. And also if you want to find the area, you can apply the formula also. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square and lx plus my plus n equal to 0. Area we have a formula, n square into root of h square minus ab by the denominator is there, am square minus 2hlm plus bl square. So you can apply that formula also directly, you can get the area. Okay. Let us see the next question. Example number 7. The adjacent sides of a parallelogram are given in the form ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Adjacent sides of a parallelogram. And one diagonal is x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Find the vertices and the other diagonal. So here also the pair of lines we are resolving into two individual lines. 2x square minus 5xy plus 3y square minus 5xy is written as minus 2xy minus 3xy. So 2x common in the first two terms, bracket x minus y. Third and fourth terms minus 3y common, bracket x minus y, again x minus y common. So I have shown them in the diagram. Passing through origin, this is origin, individual lines are x minus y equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. These are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So of course one diagonal, this diagonal passes through the origin. He has given one diagonal in the problem, x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Constant term 2 is there, means it is the diagonal not passing through the origin. So this diagonal he has given. Okay, diagonal AB as given, diagonal OC we have to find out. Okay. Now, this point A can be obtained by solving this equation and this equation. This point B can be obtained by solving this equation and this equation. And this origin is anyhow, it is the point of intersection of this line and this line. So, we got A minus 6 by 5 minus 4 by 5, B minus 1 minus 1. So, solving the equations you can do easily. So, in a parallelogram, three vertices are known. Origin is one vertex, A is known, B is known. Can you find the third vertex C? What is the formula for third vertex C? Third vertex C here is A plus B minus O. O is of course origin, so you can forget about that. A plus B only. Just add A plus B, A and B. Minus 6 by 5 minus 1 minus 0, comma. Minus 4 by 5 minus 1 minus 0. Simplify, you will get minus 11 by 5 minus 9 by 5 is the fourth vertex C. Okay. Now, equation of the other diagonal. Other diagonal is OC. So, 0, 0 is 1 point, minus 11 by 5 minus 9 by 5 is another point. Using 2-point formula, you can get the equation easily. It is 9x minus 11y is equal to 0. Okay. 9x minus 11y is equal to 0. You can take it in the form passing through origin. This diagonal is passing through origin. You can take it in the form y is equal to mx. M you can obtain by slope. M is nothing but slope. Slope you can obtain by using the formula y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. y1 minus 9 by 5 minus 0. Here, because the other point is 0, 0 here. Minus 9 by 5 minus 0 by minus 11 by 5 minus 0. So, you get 9 by 11. So, you put y is equal to 9 by 11 into x. Multiply by 11. 9x is equal to 11y. 9x minus 11y is equal to 0 is the equation of the other diagonal. Okay. Let us see the next example, number 8. Find the equation of the pair of lines intersecting at 2 comma minus 1 and parallel to the pair 6x square minus 13xy minus 5y square is equal to 0. This pair of lines 6x square minus 13xy minus 5y square is equal to 0. It is a pair of lines passing through the origin. It is represented by this lines 1 in the diagram. Okay, blue lines. This line and this line. This is origin. Both are passing through origin. Now we want two lines intersecting at 2 comma minus 1. Suppose 2 comma minus 1 here. So two lines we want intersecting at this point, but which are parallel to the original lines. So for this single arrow line, this line is parallel, passing through 2 minus 1. And for this double arrow line, this double arrow line is parallel. This line and this line are parallel, passing through 2 minus 1. Lines must pass through A 2 comma minus 1, but parallel to the original lines. So actually the given lines 1 1 and the new lines 2 2. 2 2 I have indicated, new lines 2 2, they form what? They form a parallelogram for which origin is one vertex and 2 comma minus 1 is the diagonally opposite vertex. So for this we have a formula, is it not? Passing through a point x0 y0 and parallel to the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. What we have to do? In the equation of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, we have to replace x by x minus x0, y by y minus y0. So here x0 y0 is 2 minus 1. So we have to replace x by x minus 2 and y by y minus minus 1. That means y plus 1. So, in this equation, in place of x, I have to put x minus 2. Okay. Minus 13 into x minus 2 into y, you have to replace by y plus 1. Minus 5 into y square. So, y plus 1 whole square. So, we may expand this if required. So, you can expand it if necessary, and then it will come into the long form ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Is it not? That is the equation of the pair of lines not passing through origin, is it not? These lines are not passing through origin, so you will get a long equation if you expand. Okay, next example. Find the equation to the pair of lines intersecting at the point 2 comma minus 1 and now perpendicular. Previous example parallel. Now perpendicular to the pair of lines. Say same point as in the previous example, same pair of lines as in the previous example, but previous example parallel lines, this example perpendicular lines. Again passing through origin, this and this represent this pair of lines. Point a comma a 2 comma minus 1 passing through a perpendicular to this line is this pink line. Passing through a perpendicular to this line is this pink line. So these pink lines form a pair of lines, is it not? So we want the equation to the pair of pink lines. What we have to do? So here there are two steps. First ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. From that we have to write what? Bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is equal to 0. A and b we have to interchange, and xy coefficient h we have to change sign. Afterwards you have to replace x by x minus x naught and y by y minus y naught. So two steps. First I take the original pair of lines given in the question, 6x square minus 13xy minus 5y square. What is the first step? 6 and minus 5 we have to interchange. So minus 5 has come here, 6 has gone there. Next minus 13xy becomes plus 13xy. So if necessary, you can starting minus is not good, so let us multiply by minus 1. You can multiply by minus 1. So 5x square minus 13xy minus xy square is equal to 0. So in this, second step is what? Replace x by x minus 2, because x naught y naught is 2 minus 1. Replace x by x minus 2, y by what? Y minus minus 1. That is y plus 1. So in place of x, x minus 2, okay. Here also. In place of y, y plus 1. Similarly here in place of y, here y plus 1. So we may expand this if required, okay. If you expand it, you will get a long equation. Non-homogeneous equation you will get. Next example. Find the equation to the pair of lines passing through the origin and forming an isosceles triangle with the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 as base and each base angle equal to theta. Also find the area of the triangle. See, first I will explain the diagram. See, nothing is given, only one line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is given, that is this line. Okay, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, here this line is given, origin is given. We want two lines passing through origin, this line and this line. Okay, the lines must form what? An isosceles triangle with this line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 as base, and each base angle equal to theta. That means this angle is theta, this angle is also theta, base angle. Okay, theta, theta. So we want these lines, blue lines. So what I have done is, I have dropped a perpendicular, this, from origin. to the given line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. C is the foot of the perpendicular. See here. See here, and this is perpendicular. So this pink dotted line, perpendicular line, because it is an isosceles triangle, so this angle is 90, this angle is theta, so remaining angle here will be 90 minus theta. And similarly in this triangle also theta here, 90 here, so remaining angle will be 90 minus theta, and the two triangles are congruent. This triangle and this triangle are congruent. Okay. Now what is the equation to this pink line? It is a line passing through origin and perpendicular to the given line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Therefore it is bx minus ay is equal to 0. I have written. And I have drawn a line, pink line here, parallel to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and passing through origin. What is its equation? Ax plus by is equal to 0. Now to get the equation to the pair of lines, so take any point anywhere on the required pair of lines, let it be px1, y1. From there you drop a perpendicular to this pink dotted line pm and another pink dotted line pn. Draw two perpendiculars. Now consider tan 90 minus theta from this triangle OPM. OPM, tan 90 minus theta. OPM triangle, tan 90 minus theta. PM by OM. But OM is equal to PN. Because OM PN is a rectangle, OM is equal to PN. So here OM is replaced by PN. But PM is what? Distance from x1, y1 to the line bx minus ay is equal to 0. So mod of bx1 minus ay1 by root of a square plus b square. What is the denominator Pn? It is the distance from the point x1, y1 to the line ax plus by plus ax plus by is equal to 0. So mod of ax1 plus by1 by root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square is cancelled out. So you got this. But tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. Cot theta is written as 1 by tan theta. So 1 by tan theta is equal to this by this. Now cross multiply and whole square. Mod of ax1 plus by1 whole square is equal to tan square theta into mod of bx1 minus ay1 whole square. So therefore the locus of x1, y1 we have taken any point on the required pair of lines. So the locus means the equation to the required pair of lines only. So the equation to the required pair of lines is obtained by replacing x1, y1 by xy. So ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square. So in the question only one thing is given. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and of course theta is also given. So the answer is ax plus by, remove the constant term c. So ax plus by whole square minus theta is given, so tan square theta minus tan square theta into perpendicular line to this bx minus ay whole square, okay, is equal to 0. Next, area. Let OC be perpendicular to the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Let us go back. Yes, OC is perpendicular. This is C. This point is C. OC is perpendicular. So OC is equal to what? Distance from the origin to the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So OC I have written mod c by root of a square plus b square. From the triangle OAC, what is tan theta? Go back. Go back. From the triangle OAC, what is tan theta? Tan theta is OC by AC. Is it not? Go forward. Tan theta is OC by AC. Therefore, AC is equal to OC by tan theta means OC cot theta. Now, coming to the area of the triangle OAB. Let us go back. Area of the triangle OAB is half into half into base AB into height OC. But half AB is nothing but AC because C is the midpoint of AB. So half AB into OC, but half AB is OC. Okay, go forward. So half AB into OC actually, but half AB is AC. AC into OC. But AC is here, OC cot theta and OC. So OC square cot theta. But OC is here only. OC square means C square by A square plus B square into cot theta. So the formula is C square cot theta by A square plus B square square units. See, this formula is also important. So numerical examples on this we'll do tomorrow. So because the time is up now. Okay students, we'll close this class now. We'll meet tomorrow in the live class again.